Oh yeah, number 6.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Welcome to the Heretical Podcast, number 6. I'm
7.
Josh. Fuck you!
6. You cunt.
Go
I'm gonna
on.
talk about
I
this in
guess-
15 seconds to fuck up.
I guess we'll start over. Yeah, welcome to the Heretical Podcast, number 6. I'm Josh. This is my buddy Will,
Howdy.
also known as Chill3 Will. Fuck.
We could just exclude gamer tags after that slaughter. We don't need to do gamer
You got
tags
this,
anymore.
buddy.
It's fine.
Tanner and Jacob. I'm done.
So we can just stop doing gamer tags, I guess, since it's gonna cause like complete shutdown of the English language.
Only for Josh.
We'll keep her simple.
Only for me.
I think they'll just have to recognize by name, so it's okay. We have names that we'll use.
I mean, most
Everybody's
of us have
pretty
our
obvious.
names.
The only one I would say everyone's obvious except Tanner, but Tanner will be the
I'm
only
changing
odd one
my
out,
name.
So.
Eternal Tanner.
No. I'm changing my
Eternal
legal
Tanner
name to
003.
Eternal.
Oh. Oh,
Sir,
that
why
is
are you
another
doing this?
appropriate option.
Sir, why are you doing
I
this?
gotta be
I
proper.
I got to match my gamer tag. What?
Yeah.
It's just easier, man. It's just easier. It just makes the world go round, baby.
No, I only get the copy of my birth certificate, and then I X out my name in Sharpie and write in the colored pencil Eternal Blood 003.
Doesn't actually legitimately change it. Just this is good.
This looks good.
This is okay with me. Okay, make sure you don't mess up your characters.
Yeah.
Because if you're messing up, we're not restarting. Alright. I'm gonna go with the same sinister look that I always do.
I'm gonna play the faction I played last time and I had a lot of fun with. And I love it how we go dead quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Focusing on my character.
It's like
like
to say it the moment, and I was kind of waiting for someone to throw in a topic, but nobody was yet. It's like someone will do it. Someone will do it.
Okay.
Nobody's doing it.
All right. Let's do some house. Let's cover some house cleaning topics, such as
Oh,
the past few
we suck.
ones being. Yeah.
Oh, we're doing it wideband.
Wait,
Got it.
what-
Sorry. Thought we were
what are
doing
you
a quick
talking
sum up.
about?
We suck.
Yes. So why? Short story, we suck. Long story, we fucking suck at checking our own audio.
Yeah. So we're working on that now. Not really sure what the issues of the past were. We're assuming connection problems, but I don't know. Wait, where'd you guys go? Oh, you're unknown commanders to me.
Remember
Okay.
that's the way it's always been.
Oh, never mind. That's right. I forgot. I was thinking where it says unknown commanders, where it's supposed to have your name. Ignore me. I'm retarded. It's nice to meet you guys.
I'm a bit
Don't be retarded.
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna play a
we-
new faction soon.
Okay.
So are you guys
Off
ready?
cam.
Everyone's characters done?
I'm not.
No,
I'm
not yet.
You fuck.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm done, so.
Oh, not all you. Now are we?
You smell like shit. Fuck you. But,
Okay.
yeah, anyways,
So
like Josh mentioned, we had some major audio issues the past 2 episodes. We checked this one, though, prior to starting this time. Originally,
and if
when
it
the
still
first one
fucks
messed
up
up,
somehow.
we don't know what happens then. But the first one that messed up was 4, but we determined that was the chip bag. It seemed like because the audio was clear in the editing before the chip bag sound, then after the chip bag sound I could never fix it, so I didn't know what to do with that. I'm assuming that super loud amount of overflow on the mic there just completely caused it to go into a fit. And I was like, fuck these guys. Then the next one we're assuming was some connection problems. It probably aided the first problem too. Because, well, there's not really any other reason anyone should have a staticky mic. We've done recordings of some series that Josh and I are going to be putting out there. I just ended up being a little bit busy the past couple of days to do it. Next week I'm going to do my best, but I'm pretty busy then too with work. But we have some episodes recorded for a series that we're beginning. And the audio, to say the least, and while I've been looking at them and kind of working to edit them and everything, has been very clear from the little bits that I've run through to make sure we're not having audio issues, because I was trying to run it by between the podcasts and the episodes, and it was all fine. So it definitely was not the, mics, it's just connection issues somewhere in the middle, and we didn't know where.
Everything decided to say fuck you.
Pretty much. Sometimes it's just the way life is, I guess.
Big old bag of
But,
dicks.
Yeah, so that's a big one we needed to hit, is that we're having problems with that. But we think we got it solved here. We're starting to preview all of our episodes here, because we do it by stream. I'm sure you've noticed if you've watched a video, because of how we talk with it. How we actively reply to things if there is anything to be replied to, and it's kind of an in-the-moment thing, not much change in recording. Anything you'll notice is not like a bunch of editing, because it's mostly just lively recorded. We lightly edit it at the end there to make sure we can snip the starts and the ends so it's not so clouded, especially now that we're doing the audio test. So yeah, to do an audio test all we do is we run the stream a little early, we listen, we talk a little bit about some random shit, nothing important, just see how it sounds now. So it'll be a new thing that we're doing on all of them. You won't see it unless anything funny really happens, but that's the idea.
I guess there's someone fucking up an intro.
Josh.
Jake.
Whoa!
We named on everyone but the person who actually fucked with the intro.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
Innocent until proven guilty.
I swear I'm innocent. Even though I yelled out the wrong.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do it.
Josh
I'm a real boy.
Hey, but
I'm
to
a
be
real
fair,
boy.
Josh messed up this intro, so.
I did
face.
do that.
Smells.
English is my first language, but it's not my best language.
What is your
Alright.
best language?
I'm ready.
Nothing.
Babbling gibberish.
Something.
Valor and
Japanese.
strength to you, Commander of the
Yes.
Vanguard Expeditionary Forces. Cryosleep
Alright,
missions
so
allow
I
you
guess
to
you're
learn
right,
about
Jake, it does
outcasts
change
and
your character, huh?
adventurers to escape
Your
your
primary
past
character, it looks
and
like at
claim
least.
new
Because
worlds
now
for
my
the
armor,
Sun.
my armor originally was
But while you were sleeping,
orange and
the Empire
black, but now it's red and black.
you will need
Like,
all
oh,
of
will
your
you
survival
down
and
the
survival
sound
skills to
on
face the
this?
forces that brought down the
Black
Union.
and purple.
Yeah, no, the
like
sound
that.
in this
Past is
game is at
about to
40,
catch
just
up
like
with
that.
you, Commander.
The other ones are at 30, but I will move it up to 40 because apparently too much of a discrepancy in game sound and audio for voices really breaks it. That's one of the things I found, so
This game is
brought it
that
down to 40,
loud.
which was
So
fine.
do we
anyway.
want to go ahead and start off with one of the topics I pushed out there?
I just pick any
Actually,
topic.
give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. One I wanted to bring up.
My game is just
Oh.
a complete black screen.
We we
Fucking
lost
great.
the session. It completely closed.
Son of a bitch.
So we have to completely remake that. Alright, well, that's cool.
This is the
Try-
lost
try again.
episode.
This is a good start.
The lost
No, it's
tapes.
just a lost gameplay.
No, this is the
I've-
this is the bloop.
I've-
We could put this at the start. I mean, at the end of the video, the bloopers.
Yeah, blooper reel.
Yeah, let me feel free to put that in. Thanks, bud. Because I know how to edit.
Oh yeah, we have. I forgot.
I'm only using YouTube editing software. Yeah, I'm sure
We
that's
don't
great.
have
Let me get right in on there.
We don't have actual
Messes up the
YouTube.
whole
We're all
video.
retarded, is what we're trying to get at. None of us can afford that shit. I'm
Oh
poor,
my
damn it.
god.
So are they. We're all poor. All right.
I have
Alright.
like
But, one thing I
low-grade
wanted
version
to
of
bring up.
Photoshop. Does that count?
No, that probably won't do
I'll
unless you want to very
Photoshop
poorly
the
edit
video.
the screens in and act like we're there. Just get like some really shitty images that you can pose as us, like make mine Cyrax.
Just put some
Tanner's
stick
just like,
figures.
voicing everyone.
I can
Yeah,
download
Tanner does the
Pivot.
voicing himself. Hey guys, my name is Will, and I'm Josh and Jake. Sitting there, I don't know how to do
This
this.
is podcast number 7, 6, 7.
Gotta redo the whole episode.
Look, I'm not going. I'm just.
Oh, God.
Do you guys hear my fan?
Okay, well, not really.
No.
No, actually, I don't think I can at all. But
My feet are
anyways,
getting cold from
back
my
to what I was
AC.
saying before we got into that. Big thing that we actually, I wanted to talk about actually is kind of some things I've seen in other podcasts that I listen to that I like and everything. Kind of giving a rough name, like, per episode. Like, obviously you have the standard name of Heretical Podcast, but then after that have like a semicolon kind of thing, you know, and have like a little excerpt of, you know, like a little quick description of like 2 words, like whatever the main topic of that podcast was, kind of deal. You get what I'm saying?
Hookers and blow.
Yeah.
Okay, like, okay, you ever watch the official podcast?
The what?
No.
Official podcast.
I've not heard.
That's one of my favorites.
I have.
Never heard of it.
They're the ones who basically like helped inspire and start the Misfits Tanner, from what I understand, because the one guy was
Oh,
like,
are
a
they?
huge fan of them. Yeah. But anyways, I think that's a big one I really like to watch. I really enjoy theirs. But like, how to put it? Like with them, what they always do is they have like little quick descriptions. Like they have the official podcast number, whatever they're at, and then like they'll have like a little brief stint what the main topic was. Like if they're mainly talking embarrassing stuff, it's like it's a bit embarrassing kind of thing, or a bit of embarrassment, if you get what I'm saying.
They kind
Maybe
of
it's
quick
a-
summary.
Or like, yeah, or like in the other one of the other episodes they did, there was something like they talk about cloning. So it was like we clone ourselves was the main topic part of it, so that's what they named it because that was their primary topic. But I don't know. I guess it's up to you guys, but that's just my idea because I thought that would be helpful in the future to help like give an idea of what happens in the podcast or what the main discussion is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting a bit of an echo back from you, Will.
Are we? You sure? Shouldn't be. Yeah.
Hello.
I hear a little bit of one.
Is it better now?
That's better.
Still echoing or no?
No.
Okay. I guess it doesn't really
well, do you
matter.
also
Nobody's gonna
wanna-
hear it because I'm the host.
Do you want to throw the settling? Do you want to throw like custom stuff on, or did you already do that for the world?
What do you mean?
I mean, like the so I mostly meant the turns. Did you want to make it the simultaneous turns? But apparently you already did that.
I just left it in standard settings. But anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I wanted to continue on that. So what do you guys think? Is that what we want to do or not really, or what's the plan?
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
to
what we kind of want to do. We want to do like rough topic names from here on if we can, whatever the main one ended up being.
Yeah.
Up to you guys, obviously. I don't know. It basically, like, we won't name it before, obviously. We'll just start it as, like, the Heretical Podcast
We'll
number,
guess
whatever
the
we may
podcast.
record.
When are we gonna
exactly.
get some special guests?
Probably never. We're not important. There's nothing special. It'd be our friends, if anything.
Yeah, I was gonna
Hey,
say.
here's this guy
Those
that
are
none of you will
special
ever
guests.
know because he's just our friend. It's not
Hey,
really
this is
special,
asshole
it's just
over
a standard.
here.
We play with this guy. This is the guy we play games with. So, say hi. That's all it really comes to.
Special.
But I don't know. So you guys want to try that from now on? I guess we'll name them in post.
Yeah.
From. You're on?
Sure.
Okay. So we'll try to. Like I said, we won't do it in the recent ones or the old ones. I should say, not recent. Sorry. We won't do it with any of the old ones, more than likely, because I don't even remember half the topics in them, and that would require me to watch all of them all the way through and see which one we mainly talked about. So we won't be doing it with the old ones, but with the new ones, after we record it, when I go to port it over, I'll port it over with that in the name, so I remember what the main topic was. If that's fine with them, unless you guys think it's a bad idea. Like I
that's
said, it's
fine with
completely.
me.
I'm
Alright.
fine, man.
Like, I want a genuine input, not just an agreement, because it was an idea. Like, if you guys think it's not really a great one, say your piece.
I mean, I think it's a good idea.
Okay. Jake's in. Josh. You're in.
I said I'm good.
Okay, Tanner, you're.
I think it's a
What
good
are you?
idea.
All right, you're smelly. Got it.
You're a smelly. Actually, no. I'm pretty smelly today. I didn't put on deodorant.
Pretty smelly. I bathed in Kapu. There we go. This one worked.
Yay!
This one did.
All right,
But yeah.
so
Let's go. Alright, so I guess we can carry on with any of the topics we quickly mentioned earlier.
Mostly one I wanted to definitely hit on was how games nowadays and game series are turning into RPGs. Like, getting RPG elements.
like Assassin's Creed on when they went to Origins.
Mm-hmm. That's a big one. Another one that I've noticed, really The Witcher had definitely done that.
I can understand it.
Wasn't The Witcher always an RPG though?
I think it was 2 an RPG. I thought
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
It was a bit of sense too, but they definitely heavily reinforced it when Wild Hunt came
So
out.
it was so it was more of a smooth transition in than just going balls deep into it.
They refined.
Yeah. That's a better word for it. They refined it.
I like my terminology more.
You all smell bad.
But yeah, that's definitely one thing I've been noticing is games are slowly starting to, instead of, okay, you're playing the main protagonist, here's the weapons, you'll never have to change. 2 games later, here's these weapons, change them at any time because you can get better ones. Okay.
I honestly kind of like that though.
I
Yeah,
like
me
it. I do too. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes it also
I think
could
it's
be like
kind of. Oh, I think it's weird in certain games. Is the problem?
it's like in some games though where the character has a unique look, and the fact that you can change it's like okay. Like if
See,
they
my
did, if they
biggest quarrel more comes around the games that RPG elements don't make sense in.
Yeah.
See, I don't think games taking RPG elements is a bad idea. I didn't mean to completely cut you off, and I just wanted to throw that out before we get too far beyond it and I forget.
oh, it's
But
fun.
I don't think it's bad. Like Assassin's Creed, I don't think did a bad job. I think they did pretty good actually when they started going a little bit more of an RPG route. I mean, the game's more playable.
Like
But when
they
games
kinda
that
started
don't
that
need RPG elements,
they kind of started that in, like what like customizing your character. That kind of started around what 2 or Brotherhood.
That actually no that 2 it was only changing the color of your outfit.
In Brotherhood, you could get in new weapons.
You could get new
yeah,
weapons, different
you could get
armor.
new
that.
weapons and stuff, but
You-
that wasn't
yeah,
really
but-
RPG. That was like a
Yeah.
standard upgrade system. RPG
Right.
is when you start taking on like skill points and
right.
you start
The
taking on
one
like
that
different
started that
skill
one
trees
was
that change how you
Origins.
play.
Origins.
Yeah, I
started
know.
that.
It was Origins, and then Origins. Then honestly, so did you guys burn
But
through
yeah.
that one real quick?
It's your fault. You didn't smell so damn bad.
We cover this fucking shit too well.
Actually, another game that did have. Actually, never mind. I was gonna say I think Unity might actually have skill points.
Laser.
Never played
They
Unity.
more so. No,
Syndicate
they more so
did.
had.
Syndicate did.
I was gonna say, Uni more had the customization actually affect how the game played. Like,
Mhm.
if you had certain colors, you would blend in easier to certain areas. Like that.
Syndicate was kind of hot garbage though.
I didn't mind it all that much.
I enjoyed Syndicate. I liked Syndicate.
I hated it.
Well, to
I
each their
didn't
own.
really play much. I played up to 2. I didn't care for 3 when I played it, and I kind of dodged it for a very long time because I stopped caring.
I thought
I've
Brotherhood
been
was awesome.
the only game Assassin's Creed game I had never played was the one that was it had came out. It was supposed to take place
Rogue?
like during Assassin's Creed 3. No, I played Rogue. Liberation, Assassin's Creed Liberation. I think that's what it was called. I never
Was
played
that
it.
one of
those
those
weird
side
side-scrollers?
Mm. No, this 3
Chronicles?
side scrolls was the Chronicles,
No,
Assassin's Creed
Liberations.
China.
I think that was the. I think Liberations was the one that was on the PSP.
It was also on the game. It was like an arcade game for the 360.
Mm.
But it wasn't a side scroller because the 3 side scroll games they made was Assassin's Creed Russia, Assassin's Creed India, and Assassin's Creed China.
I thought there was
Which
a
I
Russia
feel.
one.
I
Yeah, he
said
said
Russia.
Russia first.
Oh. I didn't hear that.
But yeah, another one. But yeah, and then franchises taking RPG elements and then going into MMOs, like
But
Elder
no,
Scrolls
taking
Online,
their fucking sweet time.
Fallout, 76.
Hey, what loser didn't end their turn?
Doesn't take that long to take turn 1. Fucking Jesus.
But yeah,
I-
games like that.
I've only
that
played one
tends-
other game of this. I'm still trying to get the hang of everything.
And Josh.
Give a shit what you're doing.
Fuck!
Yeah. I feel like though, with games, making transitions like that is nice. Where they go from one, like, if it's complete action to, maybe it will go into, have some RPG elements into it, and vice versa. But I'm really enjoying what they're doing.
But this is the kind of transition though. But when games go from RPGs to MMOs,
Yeah,
some
that's
do
what
it
I was
good,
trying to hit at.
some do it bad.
The 2 games that I thought a lot of people was gonna think that was gonna do really bad, but I personally liked was Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76.
I hated Elder Scrolls Online when it first launched. I don't have an opinion as of now because apparently what I've heard it's changed a lot. I
The
just
game has
hated it
gone
when it
through
first launched.
A lot of changes. Yeah,
Oh,
I think the
when
problem
it
when it
came
first
out?
launched wasn't the game itself. I think it was, well, I guess it was in the games, but it was the mechanics more of, I guess. I liked the idea, and I liked playing it, like the PvP, but my big issue was the leveling was extremely tedious. You just had to sit there and, like, find an area that spawned a lot of shit and just constantly do it.
but you also gotta remember that's almost any MMO.
Yeah, but theirs was a lot more
That was-
tedious than
it was
most. Like, they
worse.
didn't really have fun ways of leveling up. Theirs were just mostly shit.
Yours was
They got better
mostly
now,
alright.
but it
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah. Like I personally enjoyed those 2 games when those 2 both were announced as MMOs because those were 2 games that I think a lot of people, once they finally seen how they were gonna work out, was just like, okay, this might actually be something we've wanted. We just never known it until now.
Yeah, it's. Okay. I was just gonna say, it's like some games don't do it very well, and I don't think they handled it very well at launch. But
That's very true.
Well, how they handled it
76.
at launch compared
Okay.
to how the game progressed to, like I'm kind of almost in the same boat with you. I didn't like how it launched, but as the game, was getting older and the things they were new content they were adding, I started to enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah, I think it depends. Certain games fit well in the universe. A big thing on implementation. I think another big thing is communities. Some communities,
Yep.
Fallout, being
Mhm.
for example, like that was a thing that people had begged for. And when it finally
And then,
shit all over it, like
yeah,
not the company necessarily, like the fucking fan base just really dogged them for trying something they never could get rid of. It's like,
It was so
I
dumb.
think the community wanted, I think the community wanted a co-op game, not a MMO.
in a co-op in a sense too. It's like it's what a lot of people said. It wasn't just like a co-op. They wanted one that was online, like a big universe. Well, that's what they gave.
Yeah, see, and
Yeah.
everyone was expecting it was gonna be exactly like how Elder Scrolls Online
Objective
was.
completed.
Well, if they remember, Elder Scrolls Online didn't have the perfect start either.
I guess I think
Yeah.
the big thing just ends up being the player bases can be really nasty and things. And I hated it because a lot of them were like, "Well, this game's terrible. They didn't do it right." It's like, well, they
It's
made
not
it.
even launched
Like, it's
yet.
not. I was gonna say it's not even necessarily terrible either. It's just it may not have been your fit, which is fine. But to some people, this is kind of what they wanted. Like maybe it wasn't your want, but it doesn't make it a. I think that's a big thing. Is like when one part of the fan base doesn't like it, just because it's not their style, they immediately, oh, this game's garbage. It's not that it's garbage. You just didn't like it. That's what it is.
I mean,
Not everybody's gonna like the game.
I don't know how you guys feel on it, but I enjoyed 76.
Oh, I love it. I'm at level fucking 70.
I
I actually
couldn't
played a
get
bit more.
into it because one thing that kept bugging me was a few times so my inventory would just disappear, and my what's it called, my settlement area would just keep resetting.
Well, your settlements. Well,
that's
you
all
mean your
fixed
camp? Yeah, that's all fixed now. Oh, I mean, heck, when Elder Scrolls Online came out, I couldn't see Will's character for a month, almost.
Something like that.
All I saw was a black outline. All I know is we were both playing Argonians. That was about it.
I could tell
Fallout had
about the
its issues,
outline.
just like everything did, but it was really, wasn't that bad, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I still play it. I still play it.
So I get on it once in a while when I'm looking for something new to do, kind of deal. Because I really enjoy playing the game. I just like playing with a group. Tanner and I need to start playing it again.
Actually, yeah, I do want to get back into that because their new expansion looks. Ooh, especially Necromancer. Cool.
Necromancer.
Wait,
Yeah.
I was talking about
They have
same
a
game.
Necromancer?
Elder Scrolls Online, yeah. The two new.
Oh, I thought we were
the
talking
two-
about 76.
I was talking about Fallout.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about.
That's
Elder Scrolls
interesting. I didn't
Online.
hear about that. No,
Yeah,
I
'cause-
didn't actually hear about that, but that is cool if they're doing that. But no, I was
There are
referencing
2 new
76. I need to get back into that.
There are 2 new classes in Elder Scrolls Online. Is the Warden, which came out for Morrowind.
That was a while ago. It's
and-
like an animal thing, if I remember right.
Yeah, you have a bear. And then the new one that came out, the newest expansion, Necromancer, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm really
cool.
excited. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, no, I was more particularly referencing 76 with Tanner. Because
mean-
Tanner and I used to play 76 a lot, me, him, and Sabrina did. Josh played here and there, but not as much. It was mainly me and Sabrina, we played all the time.
I'll
Gotta
mean,
play that
you guys
battle
said by Sheeny
royale,
Jones.
brother.
But you guys definitely are gonna have to bear with me because it's been a while. I'm not that high of a level.
That's okay.
Oh, if I
We
play, you'll
like
we'll
messing
be in
around
the
on
same
it.
boat.
Not super high either.
I am probably
I'm the
level
highest one.
12.
I'm the highest
Higher
one. I
than
think
that.
Tanner was next, and then Sabrina.
I was like 40 something. I think high 40s.
Yeah, Sabrina, I think, yeah, I think you were high 40s, almost 50. I think you're like level 48, 49, because I gave you a level
think
50
so.
BMG. If I remember right. I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, I gave you a level
No, it was
50,
definitely
50
48
cal.
or 49.
Yeah. I know you were close. I know you weren't there yet, but like I said, we talked about it because I had an extra one that I found, so I repaired it and gave it to you or something.
Yeah, and then I put the heavy barrel on.
I don't remember. Something. Yeah.
And how
I
Josh
I don't remember
was saying-
100%. I just know that you were really close. You were within like a level or two, so I found a 50 cal at level 15, tossed it to you, so you had one ready.
How
The
Josh
gun's
was
amazing.
saying though, like some of them was when he was saying just on the execution, some do it good, some do it bad. One MMO though, besides the 2 I mentioned that I still enjoy playing through, that is still going strong is Star Wars: The Old Republic, which I'm
I kind of wish it would have ported to console at some point. I mean, I think it's a demanding game.
Yeah, it might, but we'll
Who hasn't ended their turn?
Sorry, I'm
I've already done my turn.
doing shit.
Josh.
And
Yeah, because I'm really hyped because the new expansion, because that game came out. I want to
It
say
was a long time ago. It was
I think
360 era. I know that much.
2012. Let me check that.
oh, there we go. I was trying to figure out how to set up production. I think I had to.
The release date for Star Wars: The Old Republic was 2011,
Oh yeah, way
Long
back.
time ago.
Era.
December 20th, 2011, and it's almost
Same year as fucking Skyrim.
And MW3.
Hey, that's a lesser one to talk about one.
yeah.
Fuck
The
that
series?
one, I'm saying.
But it just shows, like, how much love the community was giving towards that game, and that, BioWare was listening. If they're still going now in 2019. But yeah. Definitely.
Quantum-powered.
Another, though, a company on that same subject that did it great at the start, but is now just slacking on it. World of Warcraft.
Yeah. From what I've heard, they're not doing much with it anymore.
Well, not only that, but the biggest kick in the balls with them, they're bringing out new content for their current expansion, Battle for Azeroth. Well, from what I remember was being said in the stream, was that they were lowering the cap, I think, from 120 to 110 again. 110, that was Legion, when that was the max cap for Legion. So if they really are going to lower the cap, that could be very detrimental. I know a lot of the player base will fall off and probably go somewhere else because of that, because from the much I played of WoW, which was near the end of Legion, but I followed it since the start, the player base at the start of Battle for Azeroth started to fall off hardcore, so definitely to see whether if they can retain this or not, but time will tell, definitely.
I was gonna say this now. I have never really played WoW or really followed it much, so
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna let you be the fucking all say all of this subject.
Yeah, that's why I was just like,
Didn't play anything
I-
World of Warcraft either. That was my deal.
I heard all the mics go silent, I was like, well, it's all me, it ain't. But yeah. So, I did a decent job at doing MMOs. Black Desert was one that
That game's
Never played it.
weird.
It did look a little bit weird.
one game that I personally enjoyed, though, and I still personally enjoy from time to time, was Guild Wars 2. That game is very enjoyable as an MMO.
Oh, sounds familiar.
It's a pretty big fan based one, and it's big player community.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this. I don't know if you. I think just following my words. Warframe is one I love, and fuck you. Is one I love to play, and I know a lot of people. I don't know if some people other classify as an MMO, but I think it is because it's a massive multiplayer community. But it's still
That's what
to
an
each-
MMO is, Josh. A massive multiplayer.
Yes, I know. But
What games?
sometimes, but Warframe.
Warframe.
But a lot of MMOs are just all huge expansion area with a lot of players in like all over at all times. Warframe is just a
Warframe hits like a technical
different
spot.
take.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Warframe's weird
It's
and
a
own
gray
take.
area.
It's an MMO because it's a multi-mass online, but it's more limited to like direct missions with a group. But you can hit mass gatherings
well,
at the same
now
time.
they are coming out with open area for the worlds.
Don't they
and
already
they're-
have the free roam?
Were you actually
areas?
fighting or?
There's two. Well, not fighting other players. I still don't understand why the ceasefire is still happening.
Sucks.
They do have PvP. It's Conclave. They've had it since launch.
Yeah, it's just not as good as what it used to be. Like the whole old system. Way better.
The whole
Really
ceasefire
play much
happening
of that game.
for
Yeah.
the ceasefire has happened for a long time.
It's been about 2 years, 3 years.
And so no real wars have happened in a long time.
Yep.
Yeah. One game that I'm pretty sure a few of you
okay.
might. Oh, I'm sorry, Josh. I didn't know if you were done because you just went quiet.
So I didn't know what was going to be talking, but I was going to say they did that game really well with how they stuck to the community, and because technically that game was funded by no one. It was funded by them only. They had no producer, so they were paying out of their pockets, and the community basically brought the game to be, and they're still bringing new content to the table every few months.
Mm. Alright, I'm assuming Josh is done because he hasn't said any more on subject.
Yes, I'm done. I'm done.
Another game though that I definitely think not only should they bring the console, but is very enjoyable. And I don't know if you people will agree with me on this, but Plant Side 2. If they would bring that to Xbox at least, because it's already on PS4.
It's on PlayStation, and I don't think it's going to come.
It's not going to.
Xbox.
They've discussed that already.
And
But the reason is that they do have a good reason, though, is the thing. As much as we all desire it, and it would be nice, the reason it's not coming is because the PS4 version turned out like complete ass. It's
It-
Yeah,
virtually
played it on
almost
the
unplayable.
PS4 and I hated it.
Which is unfortunate because it would
be.
be great on consoles. If it would work.
I'm still currently playing the crap out of it, and I love me some Plant Side 2.
No, it's a great game.
I
Don't get
love
me wrong,
playing
it's an
too.
amazing game. It's just, it's too hard to port to consoles the way they have it running, I guess.
Oh yeah.
That or the company's just not very good at working on it. I'm assuming it's probably more company fault because there's harder games.
And plus, trying to
Yeah.
bring the large-scale battles to console, that would definitely be a large task.
Well, there are some games that already technically do that with holding huge servers.
Mhm.
I can't remember the name of it, but I know there's quite a few games that can do it.
One game, though, I definitely think could do it, but just I know player base. When I played it, wasn't supporting it a lot. Was Warhammer Eternal Crusade. That
What about like Battlefield with its like 100 people operations?
I think that I can do it. Also, I accidentally hit
Who
manual,
went
but
into manual?
me didn't hit X.
Look what you just did to us. Now we have to wait for you.
Make us sit here and wait.
Hope you're happy.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
You better make it quick, boyo.
Fucking
That or surrender.
sabotaging us and everything.
I'm not surrendering.
You can just hit X in there to do the auto combat.
Can you?
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Can't.
You really can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
It says
Yes.
X for
It might be
auto
for single player.
combat. No, because I
Single
did it
player.
when I was playing with James.
Oh, well,
You smell like
it didn't show up when I was playing with Will.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Josh looked for it when we played. He couldn't find auto combat when he went in the manual.
I've seen it in there before.
I don't believe you, Tanner. I think you're lying.
Why would I lie about manual and auto
You're a
combat?
douche.
Well, you're smelly, soggy potato.
Yeah, well, you're a paperclip that doesn't know how to
You're
fucking
great there,
clip.
bud.
I'm a what?
You're a paperclip that can't clip. Bitch.
Oh, like when that's all unbent and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty accurate.
Oh, got him.
You're that rubber band that snaps on first pull.
Fresh out packaging.
Fresh
Just
out
got
of
it
packaging,
fucking-
they like actually put an old one in that's like all dried out and crusty, and you're like, oh, I hope this will work, and then you go to stretch it like an inch, and it snaps and whips you right in the knuckle.
Oh,
Then you consider suicide for a few minutes.
only for a few minutes.
Maybe.
But
It's longer than
Oh, I
that.
considered suicide yesterday. I was walking back in my room with my whole big old plate of dinner. I was really excited to eat it. I got steak, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. And I was going to have a good time and watch The Office while I ate it. I'm walking back in.
There's your first
I
problem.
stubbed my toe on a box. Then, like, I start to fall and I see all my food start sliding on the plate. And I caught my shoulder on my bed, luckily, and it, like, all stopped right on the corner.
Okay, whoa, hold
I
on.
saved it.
You said you had steak, right? What else is on that plate? Potatoes?
Yeah. Potatoes.
Alright,
And mac and cheese.
so you got some of the most stationary items possible on a plate. How did you get it to almost slide off?
It's Tanner we're
Well,
talking about here. You gotta remember that.
I had the steak cut up in pieces.
no, that's for me.
Shut up there, manual combat.
I had the steak cut up in pieces, so it was all slidey. And it's a plastic
dumb.
plate.
That's why you're a smelly man.
It almost fell out.
Cutting
Like
your steak
I
up in
caught myself on
pieces
my bed.
beforehand. What are you, some kind of fucking little girl?
Well,
Your parents pre-cut it for
I
you,
didn't
huh?
wanna bring a knife
You want
in
your
my
mama
room.
bird to chew it up for
I
you
cut
too?
myself like a man.
Need a mommy bird, huh? Huh? Need a mommy bird too while you're at it, you little fuck?
Yeah.
Nice to know when you're fucking podcasting with a goddamn 4-year-old.
Can you blend up my...
Okay,
I did
I got
that
a
wrong.
question for Tanner. How do you like your steak?
No, don't pre-chew it. Tanner really has to think about
That's
this.
gonna be the right answer.
Well done. No, I like it a little pink.
You like
At
it
least
fucking
the
raw?
fat heritage that we know of. Jesus Christ.
I like it mostly done with like a thin sliver of pink in there.
Like medium well.
I guess.
Well, not medium
I don't
well.
know.
Medium well is all gray. No burn.
Was it?
I want them to
I thought
be red.
that's well done.
Mm-mm. Well done is where you have it all
Well
gray
done
with
is, like,
burn,
seared.
if you get it burned. Well done is where it's all gray,
Okay.
but it can be burned on the outside. Medium well is where it's all gray, but there's no burn.
Hmm.
At least that's how I order everything for mine, and that's what they do. Medium well, so it's not burnt on the outside, but it's all the way through cook. Medium is where it's a bit of pink on the inside.
Ah. Well, it's not as bad as someone we know.
Yeah.
They want it as rare as it can be.
Might as well just put a
We'll blow the top
bloody
off of it
slab
now.
of meat on the
It's a man
plate.
named Dipper, and he probably eats kids. I'm putting it
I
out there
feel like
now.
you could probably go to
I'm
a
calling him
farm,
out. He can come on here and defend
like,
himself.
slaughter a
Just kidding, I
cow,
don't do.
and then just take like
That'll be a
its leg
fucking hour
off
long
and then just start
skeleton
gnawing
contest.
on the meat.
He straight up just walks over and clenches onto its ass cheek, and he's like, yum, yum, yum.
I hope not. I hope
Before
our 1 or 2 fans that are listening don't still think we're talking about children.
Oh, we weren't?
I thought we were.
Huh. Weird.
Interesting.
I was lied to.
I was lied to. Apparently we all were.
I'm still saying eat the children. So, or eat. Eat or eat. Or both. You can eat them and then eat them.
Eat them right onto the grill.
Oh,
Let me hit man.
I don't think-
I guess they're in someone we know.
okay, that was one time.
And you're never gonna live it
no,
down.
not let it. Yeah, never going down.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Kami.
Josh just got me though.
But what if
How
your
so?
face is a Kami?
Because you're coming.
Think about that one,
I
loser.
Okay.
Oh.
I think about
Alright.
it was someone we know I was talking to, and they said that they like Tau, like all the giant space coming for them.
Oh,
it was Soul, actually. It was
Soul
Soul.
likes the towel.
Yeah.
He likes what?
That
That's
Uh,
faction in
one
Warhammer 40k. They're basically space
that are a
communists.
bunch of space.
They're very, very wide known as space communists.
Mm-hmm.
They're
They are
space
literally space
communists.
commies. If you haven't gotten the gist yet, they're space commies.
If Will hasn't prefaced that enough, the space comes.
Space commies.
Yeah.
You know, my buddy at work.
It's a space
he's
commie?
telling
That's
my
terrible.
boss that we
Oh.
should, like, we should all put the money we get from vehicles in a big pot and then split it, like commission. I was like,
That's a
get your
terrible deal.
commie propaganda out of here.
That's a good response, because that's what that shit is. That's communist bullshit right there. Oh yeah, take all your hard work and throw it to the lazy guy. Yeah, sure, I'll go fuck myself while I'm at it too. Apparently that's what we're all about here, is go
Rival
fucking
fitness.
ourselves.
Need to be survival of fittest.
But that's
One lazy.
I thought I meant that you were agreeing with that practice. I was gonna say Josh.
No,
Yeah,
you want me lazy?
well,
You're fucked to the wayside.
well, looks like we got an execution up in here. What a shame.
Yeah.
Hey there, looks like that topic's died out now.
Wow.
Josh is still a commie.
I ain't no
You know-
fucking comic.
I was hoping while I was out doing stuff that Josh would have or Tanner would have at least come up with a subject.
I have. I was thinking if you wanted to continue that fucking subject.
I don't really come up with subjects too much. I kind of just show up.
I was gonna talk about that. The news outlets.
Bring that up. Go ahead. It's different.
It, so, everyone, have you all heard about how like 16-year-old kid won $3 million in a Fortnite tournament?
Cody's younger than that.
It's 15 or 16.
He smacked all the older people who spent all their time streaming, thanking their gods. I appreciate it now.
Yeah.
I hate Fortnite, but I appreciate that
But-
kid smacking a bunch of adults.
Honestly,
Quote unquote.
if like watching some of that stuff, it's like
Someone in their turn.
extreme flicking.
Mm-hmm.
Like flicking moving, it snap to one side, snap to the other side. You have to be precise. And Jesus Christ, it's changed since the last time we fucking played it.
Yeah. I'm still more of a PUBG person. I don't like Fortnite style. I still think it's a lot easier.
I don't.
due to
I
what
don't
it
like
is.
go.
I'm preferable to PUBG and Apex.
Yeah, well, you smell
I'm
like
not an
dirt.
Apex guy.
I'm
I
not
like
much of
PUBG a lot, and I like it a lot more, but I did used to play Fortnite a bit.
Yeah,
Because I like the
Heretical
more
past.
arcadey.
Yeah.
I just like the
You,
more
or you
arcadey.
kind
know,
of
it's
became a
okay,
heretic
you're into
for
Fortnite
a
porn, we
while
know.
not too long ago.
You're right. You're right.
He likes all those,
It's,
I was gonna say anime titties, but I guess it's Fortnite titties. I don't know.
3D models. Some of them are.
God damn it,
extra
who's...
thick, you know?
End your turn. Someone, Jesus. What are you doing?
Josh.
Are you watching porn now?
Together.
Turn off the Fortnite porn, motherfucker.
I
Get it
got
off.
fucking distracted.
Oh,
by
don't get
it.
yourself
doing
off.
research.
Get the porn off your screen. That's what I tried to say, please.
I'm doing homework, fucker.
I don't care about your homeworks.
But apparently, like, I'm not much of a battle royale person at all. Period. But I have to give some respect where it's due, with like skill, like what these people are doing, and it's like holy shit, like news outlets were just fucking bashing the shit out of them, saying like, why the fuck is this kid getting paid, like essentially getting paid more than like other people for doing this? And
Because he
you know what
wanted
they're doing.
competition.
It's and like, not to mention that the fucking ad revenue from that tournament was what made the reward 3 million, and then third place through fourth place making 1.6 to 1 million.
Damn. You know what's really annoying? I was just moving my armies real quick, and a fucking, like, little random marauder army came out of absolutely nowhere and attacked my capital and took it over. Like, I've been watching around the area, and there was nothing in there, and then something just came sprinting out of the shadow area right to the capital.
Wait, so are you out
Well,
of the game?
that's what
I'm out
happened
of
to
the
me.
game, I have
That,
to go take it back, which is
that
really
one game
annoying.
you and me made. If you
But,
remember.
okay,
Oh,
so
take it back. You don't have a city.
I have people.
well, what I was gonna
Commander.
say was like these continues were like on news, live news. They were just bashing this kid for winning.
I
The
believe
kid's
it.
an asshole,
dumb.
don't you know?
I was like, he was training for weeks in his parents' basement. Like, Jesus.
Where else are you gonna train playing video games?
Hey, this kid, like, oh, he
16,
wasn't
he's a
training.
kid.
He was just,
Yeah, the case.
he was just playing.
He probably wasn't in the basement, he was probably in his fucking room, you degenerates, Jesus.
But they were just saying it was such a condescending tone and like, being assholes about it.
I don't know what the big deal about winning a gaming tournament is. Like, oh, I made a bunch of money.
They're
Oh,
more
it's a
mad
really
about how,
popular.
like,
He's making more money than
See,
the
what
rest.
they
I
have
don't get
fucking.
is- Okay, if they're
Take your
gonna
turns
complain
quickly,
about
please. I need to
training,
get my city back. I'm annoyed.
well, we're waiting on Josh. Let's see. What
Oh,
I-
fuck
what
you
I don't
too,
get is,
Mr.
Why?
Manual Combat.
Why did they? Well, you know, at least I didn't take that long.
It's throwing out those hands.
But no, see, okay, if people are gonna complain, oh, well, he changed, we're gonna back on him about that. Well, you know, if people didn't have to train for games, you know, like tournaments and that stuff, that means I could pick up Mortal Kombat 11 right now, walk into a tournament and beat everyone. If that's your theory, but we know that ain't
Right.
gonna happen.
And that's one thing they were saying is, I don't have to try to beat all these kids. I can just go fucking do it. Fuck no, you can't.
I can't smack you around, buddy.
There's gonna be a shit ton of people gonna smack you around. Like, fuck.
Because here's the thing, here's a good example of that. My stepdad challenged me right when we got Mortal Kombat 9 to a game of Mortal Kombat. I played it a bit, he thought he could beat me, I retarded him both rounds. Like, people you just can't think, oh, he can do it, I can do it. Even though he's been playing the game
Those
longer.
young whippersnappers
that's-
ain't got shit on me.
I could kick their ass. Oh shit.
That's like me
ass.
going up to Will and saying, Will, I could beat you in Mortal Kombat 11. Never playing Mortal Kombat 11. Except at Buddy's house.
Those are risky words, boyo.
That's why I said that.
Them are fighting words, boy.
I said buy the game, we're fighting.
But yeah, so
Yeah, it's dumb.
so I just can't.
Honestly, the
Yeah,
old
it's-
generation is super it's really ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just like they think like, oh, they're just lazy. They're sitting in the room. They're nothing.
Those
It's not-
man.
And like,
Young
They're just
whippersnappers.
mad
It's-
that they
it's
won
also kind of
$3
brought on
million
by-
in like a couple days.
it's something like the kid did say. He said it was like, oh, it's kind of difficult training because, like, to be fair, he was probably playing that game nonstop, 24/7.
Imagine how
Even
stressful
though if
that
he
must be
didn't want
going
to play
into
it.
that. Yeah, honestly, imagine how stressful that is going into that, knowing you could set yourself for life or your family if your family's struggling financially. That could be the thing that turns your life into a complete, like, happy set. It's not like it's a fucking relaxing, I just play this casual. No, you gotta, like, think.
Oh yeah.
You got
That's why I
Golden
give
Axe,
like,
mad props
Rise.
to people that play like, you know, Mortal Kombat, Smash Brothers, go into
Mortal
tournaments
Kombat
like
Smash Brothers. That's a new game.
Mortal Kombat. Well, yes, but you know what I meant.
Oh, yeah, cunt.
But going
Yeah.
into fighting games like that, going into tournaments and being, you know, that's something that I give definite big props to people for doing.
Like, if you actually watch what they're doing, it's crazy. Or Siege players. That's another thing. It's fucking crazy trying to watch pros play.
Because
Sometimes.
at that point, not only is it, yeah,
Production
not only
ready.
is it okay,
It's
you gotta be,
always.
you gotta be decent at like the game, but you have to have a good team to roll with.
This is true.
That's the same thing with Smite too. But then again, you know, that's also definitely heavy on knowing what you're doing.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff, just, you need to know what you're doing before you're getting into this shit.
So, another topic to drift into here. I have been happy to see that it appears that PC is, like, games from PC are actually finally moving to console, which is really nice. Age of Wonders being a really big example, and Wreckfest. Wreckfest being stuck on PC for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Age of Wonder being in there for a much, much longer time because it's a long series. It's nice seeing them expand into other directions.
Oh, and then
Actually,
like City Skylines, that was more of a computer game, came with an Xbox.
One game that is coming to Xbox that I'm surprised is called Ancestors. I think it's Ancestors Legacy. This was from the guys that made the Men of War series on PC. So this surprises me to see that game's going to be coming into console, as that's a strategy game.
I'd like to see more RTSs from PC come over. They have really good ones. I would love to see Dawn of War, but I know that'll never happen.
Civ 6.
6.
Yeah. I would love to see just Dawn of
That
War,
ain't
like the
gonna
first
happen.
one. That's for sure. Like the first one would be nice because it's so old. It's like a remaster of Dawn of War
Honestly-
1 brought over.
If you want to be honest, I'll agree with you on that one, but not just the first one. The first one and, you know, Winter Assault, Dark Crusade, and Soulstorm all coming over as well as remasters, because that would be really nice.
Yeah, it would be nice to see.
In
Not gonna happen. Would it be nice?
Yep.
Something I would like to see is fucking Death Watch, or Death Squad.
It's Deathwatch. Or, oh, you're
Yeah,
talking about the
Deathwatch.
PS4. It's Deathwing.
Deathwing? Deathwing.
Okay. That thing's nice.
Yeah, that's one thing I'd love to see come over. Apparently, it's on PlayStation, but I guess it's not coming over to here,
No, it's not.
which sucks.
Huh. I mean, granted, yeah. See, I would really like it because it follows one of my favorite chapters in the Dawn of War series, which is the Dark Angels,
You mean the Warhammer?
which is nice. Well, the Warhammers.
Dawn-
I
Dawn of
said
War
Dawn
is
of
not
War
that
series.
series.
I know.
Dawn of
It's
War
my
is
favorite
its
Dawn
own.
of War series.
I had Dawn of War in mind.
It's Dawn of War 40k, guys.
Dawn of
Oh, shit.
But yeah, definitely be fun to see that. Because definitely just running around shooting Tyranids with my buddies. And Terminator armor.
We need more flavors.
One game though, I'm
For
surprised.
this amount of Heresy, we need the heavy flavor.
See, the one game that I think would have Warhammer game that would have got a lot of success. English is also apparently not my first language. Is Eternal Crusade. That game would have got a lot of success if it would have just came to console.
Yeah, I think that would have been a very nice port, because consoles do really well with free-to-play titles. As long as the title has a little bit of care taken into it. If it's a free-to-play title and it's got some care like Warframe, it will go really well.
Yeah.
However, though, it was completely one-sided, though, for... Like, actually, no.
Chaos.
It was completely unfair for the orcs.
It was unfair for everybody that wasn't Chaos. The Chaos were just extreme.
And the Space Marines. The
Space Marines
to the Space
were
Marines.
not anywhere near the Chaos. I played it probably just a couple months ago, and the Chaos could fucking snack the Space Marines so easily.
Well, I
due to their
played
weapon
it
styles.
like 3 weeks ago, and the Space Marines have been on an all-time high. This is late.
It's like
I think you're a fitter.
I want to bring up something that is like siding with one side of a fan base over other sides of the fan bases. Again,
What do you
For
mean?
Honor.
Fuck the
Vikings.
Oh,
and
like the
Samurai.
Vikings, Knights, and Samurai?
Yeah. Like, Knights don't get shit. We get constantly debuffed, and we do get semi-decent characters, but not overpowered characters like the fucking Vikings and Samurai.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really fucking stupid.
See, and one thing I've noticed, and I personally think this is a lot of, like, you know, the Vikings Samurai do have some good players on it, but a lot of the fan base on those sides are just easy to beat. Because all they do is spam.
They're just spam lords. That's all they are.
I remember some of the guys I know IRL, and me, we all were like, alright, you know, what faction are we gonna play?
Stop. You just say IRL.
I did.
We don't use text formations in here, motherfucker.
Well, in real life, dang.
What, are you gonna start telling me BRB? GTG?
Yeah, I will.
FML? I swear to God, you start throwing that shit, I'm gonna start throwing hands.
I gotta go AFK.
AFK's that.
But no. Yeah, well,
It'll make me angry.
it'll make me angry.
I'll start throwing these hands quicker than you will ever realize. I will climb
do
up
this
this
fucking
pipe with my
3 hour
shoes on.
drive.
That's the one thing I do know will happen.
One of the games I've been really disappointed in,
What's that?
Gears of War series.
Well, it depends on what regard, to be fair.
The multiplayer is okay,
Multiplayers have been fine, those have remained consistent, I'll give them that.
but the
Gears 5 is a little
story,
touchy right now.
Once the coalition got their hands on it, I think it's just been all downhill.
The story has been a very, very, very strong decline.
Yes. Wasn't 3 supposed to be the last one?
Well, that's yeah, but then they
Yes
sold
and
it
no.
to the coalition.
No. It
But
was
that's what happened.
Gears 3 was supposed to be the final in the trilogy for Dom and like Marcus and them. It was supposed to be the end of that story.
It was supposed
Then
to be on the
And then they
Judgment
made
was
Bear-
supposed to be
they
the
made
final
Judgment
game.
Was the
Yeah,
Judgment was the
the prequel,
the
prequel,
prelude.
quote unquote. It wasn't necessarily a prequel. It was an equal time of Gears 1.
Well, no, it took place right before Gears 1 because
Nope,
it was
because you can hear Marcus on the.
no, because
You hear Marcus from the scene
Yeah.
in Gears 1 where they're fighting it, so it's right in Gears 1's time.
when they're No, because that's before Marcus gets thrown in jail because the game takes place right as E-Day is happening. Marcus gets thrown in jail after that.
No, because there's the one scene in it where they're fighting, because it's the boss when they talk about it. That's from Gears 1. That was the big thing of it's the little tag to Gears 1 is they, when the Marcus and them call across the radio about one of the strikes, it's one of the things you fight in Gears 1. I can't remember what boss it was, but they call for the Hammer of Dawn strike, and that's what you were doing. It's a tag over
But
to
don't
Gears 1.
you meet up with Cole and Baird in Gears 1, and you don't do that in Judgment?
Don't believe so, no.
Yeah, in Gears 1 you meet up with Golden Bear.
Do you?
You meet up right before... Yeah, because here's the thing. You meet up with them in front of the museum. That's when Kim gets killed by Rom. And you guys run in the museum, and that's when you guys encounter Berserker.
And you hear Coltrane come in and stick grenades on everybody and save you.
Are you sure it was that, or was it Ty? Because that was when Kalisto was still one of the main guys.
No, it was definitely Cole.
It was Cole. Cole Bear was in the first game, yeah. Because Ty wasn't introduced until the second game.
No, he was in the first game. Ty was one of the big ones because they killed him in the second game. Ty was one of the big
second game because he died in the second game. He died in the second game. He wasn't in the first game, from what I remember. What I remember was the original four was this: Marcus, Dom, Cole, and Baird. Because you met Cole and Baird, then you fought the Berserker, called the Hammer Dawn Strike. Then you guys went to go meet the Stranded to refill the truck, refill the vehicle, but two had to stay behind. So Baird and Cole, Baird and Cole stayed behind. Well, you and Dom, Marcus and Dom, had to go to the supply and go refill the truck. When they came back, the Locust was fighting the Stranded, and Golden Bear was helping them. It's helping the Stranded, I should say.
I thought Ty was at the beginning
because,
of one. I really thought he was one of the...
wasn't.
Oh.
The ones that were... Kim was at the beginning of one.
I know Kim was in
Carmine.
one.
I know Kim.
I thought Ty was in there at some point. I thought he was one of the
no,
ones
because the
introducing
three main ones we met besides Marcus and Dom.
Yeah, I'm looking up Ty's right now. Oh, yeah, he was right.
The three main ones we met besides Marcus and Dom was Anthony Carmine, Hoffman,
No, there's a Carmine every
and
game.
Kim. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that was the start of it.
Either way, though, all I know is that was one of the big things about it, is it was a tag over to Gears 1, because of one of the things we hear on the radio. Because it's a reference to one of the... I think it's when they're fighting a giant corpse or some shit. I think is what it's referencing to. I don't remember 100%. I could be wrong on the creature. Might have been something else.
As I said, I believe that I'm still right on that, because the thing was, is if I remember what you're talking about, we'd have. I think we'd. No, that was. Hold on, let me check. I'm gonna look up the timeline because I know I'm right.
I'm just gonna put this in. I have actually never finished a Gears game.
You haven't finished any of them?
Nope. So I'm just gonna stay out of this conversation.
Yeah, Judgment. The first of two campaigns, which take place during the early stages of the Locust invasion, quite some time before Gears 1 takes place.
Because I remember the big thing. That's weird, because I remember the big thing was the whole call to... Because it was all over, like, YouTube when it came out, was the Easter egg to Gears 1 when you hear Marcus and them on the radio calling for the strike that's supposed to correlate to Gears 1. Is what everyone kept saying.
Yeah, that call was the call that got him landed into the prison. Because that was the call that he got sentenced to the prison for.
Okay, I don't remember. I thought that was what, because that's what everybody played it as. It's like that was the big call from 1. Well, aside from that, the game was shit. The story was shit.
Oh. I can argue it.
The only good part of it was Gears Aftermath, and the main story was ass. It was really stupid the way they fucking built it up. Baird betrays the cog. He didn't betray the cog, he didn't follow a fucking order. It's not like he started just working for the Locusts. He just didn't listen to a shit order. It's not betraying them, it's just going AWOL slightly.
I mean,
Still
it was a good concept.
Not really, though, because they advertise it in a completely different way. That's the problem. Someone needs to end a turn, by the way. Like, it's not a good concept if you put out one concept. It's just like Halo 5. When you advertise one story and the story is nothing relative to it. Because the whole big thing was Baird betrays the cog. He goes against the cog and everything. Like, how is he going to redeem? And then you find out he didn't listen to some psychotic fucker that doesn't know what he's doing to lead an army's order.
Well, see, I was just mostly talking about how it was the game that followed, you know, before Gears 1.
I mean, it's like
into the 3 Gears.
It's not like the game was bad. I was gonna say, it's not like I'm saying the game's bad. The game was great for the story, like gameplay-wise, I should say. Like the multiplayer was shit. The new Horde adjustment, I think it's called like Invasion, was ass.
Yeah,
but like the gameplay of the story was really fun. It's just that they advertised it as something completely different, and that is a big like no.
You could get sued for that.
That is not how you do it, because like I said, that's what Halo 5 did, and look what happened to them. They fucking murdered their player base a bit with that because people were that pissed off, because it was not at all the story they were trying to push before. Of like, oh, one of them has to die, you go through, they become friends. It's like, oh wow, thanks for that fucking like mislead, guys.
Well, you know what made me really mad about Gears 5 when they announced it was that they were trying to pass the Arbiter betraying the Chief. That's what kind of ticked me off. I was like,
I didn't know Gears.
I don't remember that part at all. Yeah.
I thought we were still talking about Halo 5.
We are. You said Gears 5.
Gears.
Yeah, you said Gears. You said the thing I hate about Gears 5 when they announced it.
5.
Me too. I hate when Arbiter got into Gears. It was a really big fuck up on their end. That was the wrong way to go.
You know, I was really mad when they put Arbiter in Gears. They told us they were going to put Mario. We got Arbiter. What the heck?
This is bullshit, I tell you what.
This is not my Italian plumber.
Hashtag not my Italian plumber. Start the movement, baby. Let's get it out there. Throw it out there in the next Mario title. It's not my Italian plumber.
That's the name of the next title.
I want my Luigi.
Not my Italian plumber.
Where's my Wario, baby? Get him in there.
Where's my Waluigi? I need
Speaking
my
of
Waluigi.
Wario had some really good games.
The whole
And he had some really bad ones.
He did.
The Wario,
It was a hit or miss.
I think it was called Wario's World.
WarioWare?
That was actually no, not WarioWare. That was a weird arcadey Mario Party knockoff retard shit. No, it was kind of entertaining, but it was really shitty. But no, Wario World, I think is what it called. That one was actually really fun. That was an awesome game. The boss fights and everything. It was like a Mario 64, but of a later date and in Wario's Worlds, where it was more dementive and like a lot of undead shit mainly. A lot of fun.
But here,
And your fucking turn, somebody. Jesus.
That's Josh. Alright.
I keep getting into these conversations and forgetting about the turns.
Then hold right trigger when you're done, motherfucker.
Our next Mario game.
Alright, let's hear it.
Mario lost his... Mario can't... He lost trying to save the princess. He lost his mojo.
So he kills.
So he moves to the Mushroom Kingdom. But it gets better. You know? He's like, you know, I got to turn my life around. So he goes all GTA on them. On this.
I'm sorry to inform you, but Robot Chicken already did this. You've missed this episode, pal. We already hit this one. Robot Chicken did it about 10 years ago. I'm gonna need a pitch, or this is copyright.
They stole my idea.
Don't you dare say Yoshi goes to Raccoon City, because then you're really pushing some boundaries, mister.
I got a better one. Donkey Kong goes Raccoon City.
Objective completed.
Alright, we can take it. A slight knockoff. I'm down. How do we sell it?
Okay, we sell it. Donkey Kong ran out, started using barrels, but they were barrels from Raccoon City that started turning everyone into zombies. So he wants his revenge.
Turning the frogs gay. I was really hoping you were.
But
I was really looking
you know
forward
what?
to that
Donkey
part of the
Kong
story.
has to team up.
I'm gonna be
That would've been
honest,
an interesting part of
kinda
the story. But Donkey Kong's got to team up, so he teams up with Bowser, Wario.
Whoa. Who's the bad guy? I mean, who's the
Bad
opponent?
guy? Dr. Mario.
Alright, I see the tie back. Those pills he was giving people that cure diseases in Dr. Mario actually were laced with the T-virus. Got it.
Yes.
See?
Good tie back. Good tie back.
So now,
Operations available for Prime.
and the final one, the one that no one thought that would ever team up with him, a Koopa. Not some random Koopa. He managed to not die because of Mario. And the game's gonna have the game's gonna have multiple boss fights.
Wait, hold on a minute. If he's working with Bowser,
Is Mr. T one of the boss fights?
in turn...
Mr. T is the secret. Wait, here's the thing. Mr. T is one of the secret boss fights.
Okay, I can deal with that. I can fuck with it.
Okay. I got a question for you. Since he's working with Bowser, isn't he already working with Koopas?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. This Koopa, everyone thought he was dead, but he
You
is.
sounded like a little kid with that just... Yeah!
Yeah.
How excited are you really about this title, Jake?
I am 100% excited. I will put money into this title if this happens.
I will lay down my life for this title.
I will buy us all a copy of this title.
Jake, that's not necessary. I will lay down my
Please
life.
do.
There we go.
Lay down my life.
But yeah, and then we have a secret.
Hey, you're not understanding. Laying down my life.
I will for this title, but it gets better because the secret ending. This is where we find out that Dr. Mario wasn't really the bad guy.
It was Donkey Kong the
It
whole
was
time.
It was Donkey Kong.
Your
So
game's too
then
predictable. I figured it out
Dr.
before you even said it. We need a new title. Throw him
Dr.
out. Get him out. He's
Luigi
fired.
comes in and
Alright.
starts killing
You're out.
Donkey Kong's buddies.
We can't have
He's
deaths in
yelling.
this. What are you thinking? we
You
can't
need
we
to
have
add
deaths. We
this.
can't continue this into another like spin-off. Jesus Christ! Do you not know how to make it? Get the hell out! You're fired.
Oh.
You're fired.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, here. You need to add...
I want to hear Josh
Virtual.
first. Okay, what?
Beastiality. That's how you continue the series after killing everyone.
There we go. That's how we do it.
So
I'm not gonna lie.
we're titling this
Jake,
as
I only got like probably 10% of that story.
You're gonna have to roll back, Chief.
Don't roll it back though.
You know what makes me really uncomfortable? Off-ball thing real quick.
What?
It's just a little oddball. I just got a hero for my team to recruit that looks exactly like my guy with the same exact shit. Other than he doesn't have the cape. He's got the same black and red heavy armor, he's got the purifier, he's got the black helmet on and everything. But he's not me. There's just no cape.
But it's
So
perfect.
So we gotta think of something. Or simple. You know what? We could just throw Mario into the world of Gears of War.
Perfect. I like it. Let's do it.
Mamma mia, Marcus.
I'm gonna get to the Lancer.
He's all concerned.
Where did
Sure do
Monster
spill blood all
Kingdom
over the place
anymore?
with the Lancer.
I gotta tell you, Luigi, these Goombas are not very resistant to the chainsaw.
They're not that resistant to jumping on the heads.
Alright, the title's sold. Let's get it out there, boys.
No, we gotta keep.
Luigi, why do they keep saying boom?
What does he mean? A grind?
I don't understand the situation.
Mother Luigi. I like this title. Can't wait to play it.
I'll buy it.
excited
It's
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 get
got
our
a
PR
stranger,
people on.
stranger in it.
Oh, there better be a fucking stranger, I tell you what.
He's gonna be in like one of the underground locust tunnels behind a barred door that you can buy ammo and guns from.
All right, and
I'll buy
I
it
got
for you for a
another.
high price.
I got another title I can sell to you guys.
Huh?
I got another title. If we're putting Mario in Gears of War, let's make Killing Floor 3 Mario Edition.
No, you
Gets
can't
better.
do Mario again.
You can't.
Okay,
You're
you're right.
oversaturating the market.
Okay,
Come on.
Luigi, death,
No.
killing.
No, you
Okay.
gotta get away from the Mario
Put
franchise.
Kirby in Killing Floor.
Kill
Samus.
There we go.
Kirby.
Samus, Killing Floor 3 Samus Edition, and you know what? The Merchant. We'll make it the Merchant from Resident Evil 3. I mean 4.
Resident Evil 3, I didn't know about that merchant. Kinda mad.
It's a secret merchant.
It's Secret Merchant.
You'll buy yourself at a high price.
Gosh.
What?
The high price.
I wanna move my people.
It's not me this time.
It's me
Right.
right now, I'm moving, sorry, Jesus. Can we get with me, Pete?
When you think
No, I
Nemesis
got to
isn't
get
coming
back.
at you, who do you think's stopping Nemesis when you can't see Nemesis?
It was me.
Stranger.
It was me, Dio.
There you go. Someone actually made that a mod where they turned Nemesis into Dio.
It's terrible. Oh, by the Pope, there's a giant bug outside my city. But we just can't have it.
There's a giant bug outside. Fucking weird.
I just want you to imagine the image for somebody. Like, they just look out their fucking house windows, it's this giant, like, 15-foot tall grasshopper staring at it, just, holy shit, Martha! You see that fucker? My god, I tell you what.
Just to tie it in with what we're currently talking about, it's named Dio.
That's Dio. He was the one destroying everybody. Jesus Christ, man. Where'd you find that thing?
Tone it down a bit.
Tone it down, dude. Oh.
My god, boy.
Tell you what, boy.
Damn it, Bobby!
Our PR department doesn't pay me enough for these.
We don't have a fucking department.
That's what you think?
Dang it.
That's what you think?
Okay, this is. I got fucking jump topics.
I don't
What's
think
wrong
we
with
can
Dio,
after
the giant
that
grasshopper?
Yeah. Like,
That's
wait,
my boy.
question. Will he have his own movie?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I think those the fucking Resident Evil movies were off of something else.
So wait, we're gonna make Dio. Wait, Josh. So you want to put Dio the giant grasshopper in Resident Evil?
I
mean,
felt that's the only place it could go.
honestly, where the hell else
I
would you
was
put
thinking
it?
Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat.
Giant grasshopper would fit more to the weirdness of Resident Evil.
It is true, because I do actually believe there were a creature once upon a time. I know there was monkeys, the chimeras.
I remember there was some bug-based monsters that were from one of the viruses.
Which one?
I can't remember what virus.
Is it the giant scaly fuckers? The hunters?
I think so.
They're the ones that are like giant fucking mutated, they almost look like mini death claws.
Yes.
Yeah, those are called hunters. They're from a mutation of the
Or
T-virus,
100.
I'm pretty sure, and T-virus and progenitor, I think it is. Or no, C and progenitor.
This shit's too confusing.
There's a lot of viruses.
They thought maybe, let's label them this, that way it'll be more easier. No, apparently not. Let's just put a one letter.
This will work.
I don't see why it wouldn't. I do.
I can give you 4 reasons why. Shut up. Okay.
I'll give you 200 reasons why you should shut up.
He's good.
Oh,
We should
there
hire
you
a PR department.
It's 200 Benjamins.
200.
go. Oh God.
I gave you a steep price.
He'll buy it at a high price, stranger.
There we go. We need to make a game solely based around the merchant.
Was one of you guys Vanguard?
Yeah.
That's Will.
Got a problem with
Okay.
that, Whitey?
No, just someone's trying to sell me information on you.
Oh. Who's trying to sell you information on me? Who even knows about me? I haven't
I've
met
come in
anybody.
contact with like
Josh.
It says that I've come in contact with the commander with Vanguard.
There could be another
Who is
commander
it?
of
The
Vanguard.
Paragon? Is it the Paragon?
The little bug creatures.
Oh, you're talking about the Kiriko.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't met a single one of them. I haven't met
Yeah,
any
apparently they
other
have
faction
information on
other
you.
than the NPC faction called Paragon.
Well, then maybe.
Josh, I'll give you
Wait,
info
hold on.
on them for a high price.
Tanner, what faction are you playing?
I don't even remember.
Are you Frank again?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm Jack.
Are you Frank?
I'm actually Jack Gelder.
It's not you.
Oh, so the AI is Frank. Shit.
Yes. Not Frank. Not Frank the Tyrant again.
So we have the Kiriko AI and Frank the Tyrant. By God. The world is coming to a gruesome end. So should we end this podcast now at normal time, or should we give it a little longer since we've been jipping the last couple?
I think we should continue because we're chipping.
Okay, because I still have to do this tonight. I have to fucking upload it over and work on it.
But something I kind of want to talk about
It's
is
like 10 more
the
minutes.
fucking news,
The what?
like media, trying to blame shootings on video games.
Well, that's been going on for what? Well, yeah, actually,
Yeah,
I
it's
agree
been
with
going
that.
on
Yeah,
forever.
It's been going on for a long time, mainly since Doom came out.
I'm just saying that
and Doom Mortal
humans were
Kombat.
great before video games. Like, nobody knew what violence was.
Yeah, the World Wars. They,
Yeah, we're
what the fuck
totally
were
not
those?
playing games.
World Wars were inspired by
about
video
an
games.
instance history,
No,
like
no.
killing.
I mean,
no,
it was
killing
chess.
Germans.
Wars were inspired by video games. You shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
mean,
know what really?
Will,
Oh, no.
there's always chess. That was
well.
based on war tactics.
That was made after video games. Everyone knows that.
Well, everyone knows the real problem here is Tetris.
Oh God, you're evil.
True. Hello, Jacob. See
Also,
what we got now. What a great way to end all this.
I do gotta say, I do actually like that red and black armor color
Thank you.
scheme.
Well, thank you. It's the one I always use with the, whatchamacallem here? Vanguard. Vanguard. Yep.
Vanguard.
I just like it how
That's what I always
mine
use.
has. Also, I
Bug.
just gotta say, I love it how my bug has an eye patch. Well, I mean, not an eye patch, covered eye.
Yeah, no, I always use this color with the Vanguard, like, every time. Single player or online. That's what I did with our last couple games. I'm surprised you didn't notice before.
Oh no, I did. It was just this one though. Like I liked it especially because like this was the one I actually got to saw your character's stance
Oh,
instead of that
yeah.
single player one.
Yeah. medieval stance.
But it's cool though.
Isn't it? Thank you. Yeah, like I said though, I always use red and black on these guys. So far, I probably would use it at most of them, but I've only really played the Vanguard, and because they just fit. The Vanguard are fit like to the T for what my likings of style are, because they're military based beyond belief, and that's me. That's just like when we play Civ. I'm always on the military side of things. Military is, well, that's also because Civ, that's the only really fun way to win is through domination, so military is the best is what I'm trying to get at. So I haven't really played any others because I've been just playing the Vanguard constantly since they focus so heavily on the military side of the game with their tanks and shit that nobody else gets. Nobody gets those lasers, just me. But you know what I'm saying, Jake?
Something I can't remember is if
Undo.
we talked about this or not.
We're gonna see those tanks. Yeah, yeah. What's up? Oh.
Have we talked about like the incorporation of like board games in the style, like video games in the style of board games?
I think
Like
we
the
kind of
Monopoly?
crazed it, but I don't think we really talked much on it. Yes
Yeah,
and
like Monopoly.
no. Stuff like Monopoly, yeah, but like other styles of board games, like stuff like the old Dawn of Wars are like actual D&D kind of stuff. How they kind of implement actual board
Like
games on
tabletops.
Xbox, or yeah, like
This
actually
is
making
kinda like,
tabletops. Yeah, this
This
is.
game's kind of like a 3D Risk.
A lot of RTSs are. But like that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
games that are actually board games but digitally are cool. But I also like games that are turned into a modern design. Like how this is essentially like a modern form of what Risk games are. Is stuff like this, like actual new
Right.
implementations of stylings for old game styles. So like Dawn of War and
See,
everything.
I
Like
was-
Dawn of War used to be like board games and shit, but then they were turned into actual full
That was
RTS titles.
well, that was tabletop, and that was turn-based.
That's what I'm saying.
Dawn
Board
of War
game.
now.
That's
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Tabletop
it
is-
went from a
there's different
tabletop
versions
board
of
game.
tabletop.
Yeah, it went
Like-
from a tabletop board
like-
game to its modern iteration of a computer, like RTS, which is
Yeah.
like back then. If you were talking about it when it like after it came out as a board game tabletop before computers were a big thing, like if you talked about back then, it'd be like, oh yeah, Dawn of War, I know that board game, I know that tabletop game, but now like you have the new
It was
iterations of it. And
Warhammer.
Dawn
It
of War,
wasn't
it's like,
called
oh,
Dawn of War until it hit PC.
no, I thought they were partially because a lot of them had
No,
like,
it was
subtitles
just called
like
Warhammer
Space Hulk
40K.
because they had a lot of
No,
subsections
those were
too.
No,
generic
that's-
for the Warhammer. Like-
No, there was just those were units more so.
No, no,
Um,
there was the board game was there was actually board games that were called separate. Space Hulk was its own board game series.
Really?
Yes, Space Hulk
Yeah.
was its own board game because when you actually go to it, it says inspired from the original Space Hulk tabletop games. Space Hulk's its own styling because it's based on like the ships. It's not based on the full war.
See,
It's
and
based
that's
on
one
fighting
game-
Tyranids.
That one thing I can definitely say is I'm really glad because still to this day, Warhammer tabletop is going on strong.
That shit's never gonna end. Same
No,
thing
it's
with
been
D&D.
around too long to die, which is good
Also,
because games like that. Sorry, not just games like like how do you even explain it? It's not like a
Series.
Series.
I guess not exactly like not just a because it's not just a series. It's like a series is just like a little thing. It's like a all. What do you call it? It's like a
Franchise.
franchise. There you go. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Jake. Yeah, it's a franchise that shouldn't die. And like I said, I personally don't believe a franchise like that should die. Franchises that big, I think, deserve to live because they were a big inspiration to a lot of culture now. Not everyone would see it that way. They're like, oh, it's just a game. What would it inspire? But like, you think about it, games like Warhammer 40K and like the fantasy land side of it and all that, end times, all that shit. Like
Dark
games
Times.
like that, yeah.
Yep.
Like all the board games and stuff like those that are based in 40K and everything were a huge inspiration to like a lot of culture stuff with like future things.
The day 40K ends, I'll watch out because that's when the universe is going to implode. Because there's going to be riots out the ass. Warhammer ended? What? Riot. Put timepiece, riot. Why riot?
Or like this kind of went off for like this kind of diverged completely from what I was wanting to talk about was like war games that like, took a board game and just made it into like, an animated board game like Mario Party.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like an animated board. That's what I was wanting to talk about. Is like, I wish there was more games in that style.
Oh no, that was the other part. Like I was trying to reference to. Is like it's kind of cool in both regards. It's nice seeing some games made a virtual board game, is what I was referencing as earlier. It's just a smaller topic, but to me. But like no, I agree. Like I think it's cool when some games are kept in a board game style, but they are turned into a virtual board game, so you can play it with friends across the internet. Like you have simple ones like chess, or you have games like Uno, Monopoly. You've got games like D&D. You got stuff like that, like turned into not just a new iteration for like modern society, not just like that simple of oh well, we turned it into Divinity 2. We turned D&D into Divinity 2 Original Sin. Bam. And was that a bad game? God no, the game's amazing. But it's cool to see sometimes just the digital version of the actual board game, so you can play the OG but online with friends that live across state.
Instead of having to drive miles upon
Yeah, try to meet up just to play this game
Right.
once. Alright, we should probably wrap it up. We went at least 10 minutes over. It's a little bit of a makeup. Next episode we can do the same. 10 minutes over.
Yeah.
Try to make up for a little bit of the times we cut off. And to make up for the shit videos. But alright.
You know what though? Before we do though, the
This-
game I'm still waiting for them to make
Yo mamas.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5.
Goddamn, that's a reference of the
God.
past.
gonna
damn
happen.
That's
Give
a
it up.
fucking old. That's an old fucking reference.
That is a fucking shoot to the past right there, my god. That is some crazy
Holy
shit.
shit.
My god, I remember that when I was younger. Good times.
Well, what
I-
about Gears of
I don't
Halo
think very many
Theft
people-
Auto
I
6
don't think-
Salvation Army Edition?
Goddamn. The days, I tell you.
I don't think very many people are going to understand that reference.
Not anymore, no.
Oh, I
We're
know.
watching. No.
I feel for those people. I'll be
Old
honest.
days. The old days of fucking Machinima.
The old days of YouTube in general, back when they were more creative, more fucking, like, they're just awesome at their jobs.
Open to.
And people were just down for some cool shit. Not no more as those.
I want to watch that video actually when after this
If
is all
it's
said
still
and
up.
done. It's still up. I'm actually looking at the video right now.
Really? Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
god, you know they're never gonna kill that. Can't. It's like shooting your child. Can't do that, man.
Okay.
What? They're
Oh.
virtually the same.
Yeah, sure. I'll agree with you.
What? You trying to start shit, Jake?
Nothing. No, don't play nothing. Never.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Working on it.
I'm building to it.
Alright, so let's cut it there, boys.
Well, this has been Heretical Podcast, episode 6. And we'll see you next time.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.